Hi, my name is Abby, and today I'm going to be showing you how to perform a male catheterization. So, to start the procedure, you want to review the medical records and make sure that there is an order for the catheterization to be put into place. You want to gather all your equipment, which I've already done, and then you want to perform hand hygiene. Then you want to identify the patient. What's your name and date of birth, and it matches the wristband. So then you want to close the curtains for privacy. Ask the patient whether they have any allergies, and the patient has an allergy to iodine but not latex, so we won't be using iodine today in our catheterization tray. We're going to be using hydrogen peroxide instead. So then you want to provide good lighting, place the trash can within reach, which I've done. I've already assembled my equipment. I'm going to raise the bed to a comfortable working height, which would be about elbow level. And since I'm going to be standing on the right side because I'm right-handed, I'm going to go ahead and let the right hand side go down. And then I'm going to put the bath blanket on the patient just to provide privacy and also to keep them warm. And then if they were able to, I'd have them hold the bath blanket while I moved their blankets down. And then I'm going to assist the patient into a dorsal recumbent position, which I would have the patient help me as much as they were able to. So you want their legs about 2 feet apart. And then I would place and then I'd have them lift their bottom if they were able to. If not, I'd just tuck it underneath. And then I would put on clean gloves. And I would perform pericare. You can use washcloths and soap and water. If you were doing that, you'd make a mitt, but today we're going to be using bath towelettes. So for cleaning a uncircumcised male, you'd move the foreskin back and wipe in a circular motion all the way back to the shaft. For a circumcised male, you wouldn't have to do that. And then you'd discard it. And for an uncircumcised male, you'd want to move the foreskin back immediately after you were done washing. So then I'm going to remove my gloves. Move my equipment out of here. Perform hand hygiene. And then we'll begin the catheterization process. So you can use this as a trash receptacle, but I'm not going to. You can get rid of this as well. And you want to open the drape away from you, keeping in mind to only touch the 1-inch border, not big sterile field. Then I'm going to get out my sterile gloves, and I'm going to put on my sterile gloves. I'm going to start with my my non-dominant hand first, only touching the inside cuff, palm up. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna break my sterile glove field for a minute because I just broke these gloves, but that's okay. If this were real, I'd reapply and redo hand hygiene. And then I'm going to put my dominant hand glove on, only touching the outside cuff. And then now you can touch sterile to sterile, and you can move your cuffs down if you need to, only touching the sterile part of your glove. And then I'm going to get my sterile drape. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this first. It's tiny. Which I just wrote sterile field again because I just put something below my waist. But okay, I'm going to do my sterile drape now. You want to make sure that the slick side is going to go down on the bed. Then you want to airplane it so it doesn't touch you or the patient. And then I'm going to get my other sterile drape. Again, just doing the same thing of airplaning it, slick side down. And then you can use this, what's it called? Fenestrated drape, but I'm not going to. So then, since our patient is allergic to iodine, we're going to get rid of that.
Do you want to hold that up? So, oh wait, you want to do it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and
go on YouTube. Your videos are on your phone.
I was getting ready to.
Is your phone
I'm going to place my kit
what's the charge?
onto my sterile field.
15?
Yep.
15?
So then I'm going to open my hydrogen peroxide and pour it onto my cotton balls, get rid of that. And then I'm going to open my syringe,
How do you think I did?
put it on the catheter. Later we're going to use it to blow up the balloon. I'm going to open my lubrication jelly for the tip of it, and you want to lube the tip of the catheter 2 to 3 inches from the tip. And you won't want this to swing around. Then I'm going to set that in the lubrication jelly. And then I'm going to make sure, lastly, that this bag is closed, which it is. And then if I were taking a urine specimen, I'd put this to the side, making sure that the lid was up. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean the penis. So, like I said before, when we did pericare in the beginning, for an uncircumcised male, you want to pull the foreskin back and clean around it, and then replace the foreskin and go down to the shaft of the penis. But this is, okay. So, this is going to be my dirty hand now, so I'm going to pull the foreskin back, clean around the tip, discard, go down to the shaft of the penis, discard, and then just using all my cotton balls up. Okay. Now I'm going to insert the catheter. For the male catheter, you want to insert it until the Y bifurcation right here. So we're just gonna insert it. Obviously, let the patient know what you're doing. I forgot to keep my hand there. Alright, and then we're gonna inflate the balloon.
You know what I mean.
Pull back gently for resistance, which we met resistance. I'm going to, if I had a leg strap thingy, I would put the Y bifurcation in it, but since I don't, I'm going to take and put the catheter bag and attach it to the side of the bed. I'm going to get rid of all my supplies. Discard those. And then if I were doing, I'm going to take off my gloves now. Do hand hygiene. And I'm going to help the patient get into a comfortable position. Then I'm going to cover the patient back up. If I were collecting a urine specimen with the specimen cup, I could take it straight out of the bag for the first time because the urine in it is still sterile. But if I were to take it a second time, I'd have to go to the previous thing, the Y bifurcation. Get rid of the bath blanket, place it in the proper receptacle. Put the side rail back out. I'd ask the patient if they were in a comfortable position. I would give them their call light, ask if they needed anything else, and then I'd return the bed to the lowest working position.